And well, Ambareesh has been discharged after a routine checkup, and doctors said that he was admitted as a precautionary measure. This comes as good news for fans who are still concerned about his health, as the rebel star was admitted to the Vikram hospital for the third time. Ambareesh recently had a stint in hospital following a lung infection. Fans of the veteran actor were upset again when news broke of him visiting a hospital. They suspected that the actor fell ill, and there were even rumors that he was admitted to the ICU. But hospital management denied this and said that Ambareesh is doing well. Well, in fact, Ambareesh was taken to Vikram Hospital about 11 p.m. on Friday and has remained in hospital ever since. So, of course, it led to a lot of panic among fans who kept questioning on whether, in fact, that lung infection was back to haunt Ambareesh. But the rebel star, even in the past, went on to state that he has been completely cured of that particular problem. And the doctors once again reiterating that, stating that the reason he was at Vikram Hospital was simply so he could undergo a medical checkup, and it was a very detailed checkup, and hence he had to stay for quite some time. And in fact, his family has not spoken about the issue yet, is what we understand. So we are awaiting more details on exactly why he was taken to a hospital from them as well. What we also need to keep in mind is that just last week he was rushed to a hospital in Mysore, and soon after was taken to Vikram Hospital the day next after that. And of course, this led to a lot more speculation among his fans, who felt that maybe Ambareesh is in a critical condition. In fact, rumors were doing the rounds immediately after he was taken to that hospital in Mysore that maybe he wasn't even in the ICU. But Ambareesh himself clarified on all that, saying that he was perfectly fine. It was a regular checkup, and the reason he reached that Mysore hospital late into the night at such a strange hour was simply because he did not want any fanfare. And keep in mind, of course, that this hospital is the same one where he was treated for his lung infection back in February, and this has also led to a lot of questions on whether in fact he's gone back for treatment for the same problem. And of course, the doctors are said to have reassured everyone, saying that all is well, there's absolutely no problem. Well, in fact, we have to keep in mind that he has had health issues in the last many months. So, of course, his fans have been a worried lot. Ambareesh, in fact, has been taking it slow. He has been in Mysore and Monday mostly to avoid too much of the media glare and to once again connect with the people. And with him being rushed to the hospital on Friday, it definitely led to a lot of fans thinking that maybe he was once again unwell. My colleague Bansi joins us live from right outside of Vikram Hospital. Bansi, over to you. Have the doctors given any statement with regards to Ambareesh's health?
Well, Akshata, the audio is very faint, but let me tell you, I'm at the Vikram Hospital where Mr. Ambareesh was brought in here late on Friday night. It was about well past midnight, almost you can say very early hours of Saturday. And he was here, he was attended by a series of doctors who took him through a series of tests. Now, about 4 specialists have attended to him, mostly urologists and cardiologists. Now, they have carried out a battery of tests, mostly ECG. They've also carried out a series of other tests like sugar and other tests, blood sugar and other tests. Now, from what they tell us, mostly Mr. Ambareesh's condition is fine. There is nothing to worry about. That is the opinion of the medical establishment. Because Mr. Ambareesh, who was here, was accompanied by his wife Sumalata. They stayed in room 509, and he was treated here. He was attended to by a series of doctors. They took him through a series of tests. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, from the hospital side, we have somebody to speak. we have Mr. Hafiz who will tell us what the hospital really noticed. Well, Mr. Hafiz, you're with the Vikram Hospital. What really did Mr. Ambareesh go through, and what are the tests they carried out? What was the condition? And tell us a little more.
As you all know, Dr. Ambareesh was brought into hospital at Saturday early morning, early wee hours, that is at 1 o'clock in the night. He was subjected to a series of blood investigations, ECG, and a few X-rays and a few other blood investigations, which all were found normal. He's in a very stable condition. He was discharged in a stable condition. He had come for a routine follow-up medical examinations. He did not have any complaints. He did not have any health issues. Only as a follow-up, as you all know, he had undergone major treatment a couple of months back here at Vikram Hospital, and this was his follow-up medical checkup and follow-up medical examination. He was here for a day and a half.
What were the tests that you carried out, and what were the result of the tests?
A few tests which we carried out is lipid profile to check his cholesterol levels, kidney profile, and liver profile, along with fasting blood sugar and postprandial blood sugar to check his sugar levels, and again spirometry to check his lung function, just to ensure that his lung function is normal, and everything was found normal. There was no need to worry, and he was discharged as a routine discharge process.
So that is the information that the hospital is willing to give, because Mr. Ambareesh was brought in here at about, he came in here at about well past midnight, and all of us understand nobody comes to a hospital well past midnight unless it's an emergency. So why did Mr. Ambareesh check in so late into the hospital? It was almost about 1 a.m. Early on Saturday. That was the time, well past that time. Some say almost 1:20, 1:25 when he checked in. Nobody comes to the hospital when it is so late unless it's an emergency. So what was the emergency? Number two, what is the present condition of Mr. Ambareesh? Because he has walked out of the hospital. We don't have him here to really ask him what his condition is. But as things stand, the hospital telling us that his condition is stable. Just now he is fine. He has gone out of the hospital with his wife Sumalata. So this is the information that we are getting from the hospital, Akshita.
Right, Bansi. Thank you so much for joining us with all those details. But quite simply, Ambareesh is now out of the hospital, and all is well, is what we understand, considering, of course, that the doctors themselves have stated this is a routine checkup, and that there was nothing wrong with Ambareesh. He is very much stable and left very much in a stable condition.